Somewhere in the ocean, there is a creature that has already survived its own death. Not once, not accidentally, but by design. It doesn't fight predators. It doesn't grow stronger. It doesn't evolve into something new. Instead, when death arrives, it simply turns back. This is the story of the immortal jellyfish and why it refuses to die. Its name is Turritopsis dohrnii. It's no bigger than your fingernail, transparent, fragile, almost invisible. You could pass one in the ocean and never know it was there. And yet, biologically speaking, it may be the most powerful animal on Earth. Because unlike every other known multicellular organism, this jellyfish can reset its own life. Not heal, not regenerate, reset.
For most living things, life follows a straight line. Birth, growth, reproduction, decline, death. Cells age, DNA degrades, mistakes accumulate. Eventually, the body reaches a point where it cannot go back. Death isn't dramatic, it's mechanical, a slow loss of options. But the immortal jellyfish never loses that option.
When this jellyfish is injured, starving, or under stress, something extraordinary happens. Instead of dying, it sinks to the ocean floor. Its tentacles retract, its bell collapses, and then it begins to undo itself. Adult cells transform back into juvenile cells. Specialized tissue forgets what it was. Muscle becomes stem cell. Nerve becomes possibility. The jellyfish doesn't heal forward, it rewinds. Within days, a new polyp forms, and from that polyp, a brand new jellyfish is born. Same DNA, same individual, no aging. Biologically, death never completes. This process is called transdifferentiation. In humans, cells are locked into roles. Skin stays skin. Bone stays bone. That's why aging happens. That's why scars remain. That's why death is final. But Turritopsis dohrnii ignores those rules. Its cells don't obey hierarchy. They don't respect time. They simply ask, why continue when we can begin again? And evolution allowed it. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The jellyfish is not invincible. It can be eaten, destroyed, dissolved by disease. It doesn't escape death. It escapes aging. Which means, left alone, protected, undisturbed, it could live forever. Not endlessly growing, not endlessly changing, just restarting again and again and again. Scientists have tried to understand it. We can identify the genes. We can observe the process. But replicating it? That's another story. Because human bodies are complex, but more importantly, we are designed to move forward. Memory, identity, experience. If you reset your cells, you reset yourself. Immortality comes at a cost. The jellyfish doesn't remember its past lives. It doesn't grow wiser. It doesn't learn. It survives, but it never accumulates meaning. So maybe the question isn't, why won't it die? But instead, What does it lose by living forever? No memories, no story, no sense of time passing, just existence on repeat. The immortal jellyfish doesn't fear death. It simply never commits to life long enough to care. Somewhere in the dark ocean, a jellyfish is quietly undoing itself. Not chasing eternity, not defying nature, just stepping backward one more time. And maybe immortality isn't about living forever. Maybe it's about never moving on.